Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to today's training. 2 ways to sell more memberships this summer. I'm going to cover 2 things as it relates to that. As I said, 2 things, right? One is, what do we do with prospects who've already said no to us? What's a promotion we can use for them? And how do we get more people in our facility, whether it's gym, martial arts school, or whatever it may be, personal training center? How do we get more people in the door? So we're going to cover both of those. I'm going to share with you some promotion ideas, and I'm going to share with you how to turn those promotions into long-term members, those prospects, those people who take advantage of your promotion. Okay, so we're going to cover that. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Eric. I wrote this. That's a book, a real book. See this? Got the pages and everything, not some ebook. If my high school English teachers are on this, they're in shock right now that I actually published a book that actually became a #1 bestseller. So, yeah, been in the business for a long time, by some standards, 28 years. So have a little bit of experience, good experience, right? What's the saying? Good experience is a result of bad experience, maybe, or something like that. I don't know what the saying is. Something like that, though. So that's what we're going to be covering. If you have questions, you can ask them as we go. There's going to be stuff to download. I'm going to give you some free email templates to use. I'm going to teach you how to use them. I should say Member Solutions is going to give you those, because I'm actually not. I gave them to them. They're giving them to you. And these email templates were pretty expensive to acquire, because I actually hired somebody that gave that to me. He's one of the top marketers, direct marketers in the world, and they work. I've tested them. I've tested them in different aspects, and I've also had clients test them, and they work really well, especially considering the amount of energy and effort you're going to put into it, which is very minimal. So you're just kind of letting the email work for you, the email sequence work for you. So let's get into this. So like I said, we're going to do 2 things here. We're going to talk about getting new people in, and we're going to talk about people who have said no to us and getting them back to come back in. Okay? So and then how to convert both of them. So what I'd like to do is start with getting people who have said no to us, getting them to come back in. Okay? Because this is where the emails are going to come into play. This is where this is the easiest one, really, to be straight up about it. So here's the deal. We have a promotion that we run, and what the promotion is basically it's a combined offer to train all summer for one price. Now here is the thing that's important to understand about this. The reason why this is being sent to prospects who have said no to us is because those prospects already know our pricing. Okay? They already know how much it is. So to send them an offer that is a certain price point, they get that that's a deal. Okay? If you send a prospect who has never trained with you, doesn't know pricing, hasn't gone through the training with you, your trial or anything like that, they're not going to understand what kind of deal you're offering them. You could say $299 to train all summer, and to somebody who's brand new, that sounds like a lot of money, whereas somebody who's already trained with you and knows your pricing knows that's a good deal. Okay? So it's important that you understand that distinction. We're saying this to people who have previously told us no, or I need to think about it, right? Which is a no anyway. They didn't buy a membership from you and you showed them pricing. These are the people who are going to get this offer. So what's the offer? Well, typically what we do is we take how much it costs normally for that amount of time. So let's say you got 2 months, and let's say, for the sake of discussion, super easy, let's say it's $150 a month to train. Normally, that's $300 for 2 months. Okay? So our offer may be $249, maybe $199, whatever you really feel comfortable doing for a special offer. Okay? And we're going to send them this email, and we're going to be direct about it. This is the actual offer. Okay? Now, there's a couple reasons. So before I move on with it, so the price point is really at your discretion in terms of what makes the most sense. You take what it normally runs, and then you discount on some level to get them in the door as a good deal. Okay? Get them back in the door, I should say. Nothing earth-shaking, groundbreaking as far as that's concerned. The difference maker, the thing that really makes this work, is your email sequence. Okay, now email sequence, you're going to get these. Okay, I got a little printout here. And in each one, you're going to see it's a template. Okay, today's the day, link to the offer. Then maybe there's some kind of interesting image there. Okay, within that email, you also want to give them some bonuses. So they're getting a price point and they're getting bonuses. Bonus could be meal plans. They can be, and this is a big one, they can be gift certificates from other businesses. You should constantly be looking to partner with other businesses because they can add value to your offers, and you'll help them generate some new customers or some more business. Most business storefronts don't survive on one transaction. So they need people coming back over and over again, right? Well, when they get something from you in the way of a gift card or something along that, it brings them back into that business, and it helps that business as well. Okay, and I'm actually going to be doing a workshop on how to partner up with local businesses later on. But the bottom line is, those things are very valuable, and a lot of times those businesses will give them to you for free. Okay, so maybe it's something like that from another business. Maybe it's a free pair of gloves, some type of training aid that they can use. Maybe it's apparel. There's a lot of things you can put in there that are low dollar amount but high value. Okay, like I said, nutrition, cards from other businesses, and some type of equipment or training gear that will help them. Okay, so those are the bonuses that you're going to put in there. Okay, you want to reinforce, again, all this is in here. You're just going to put, your wording to it. The template's there. You're going to reinforce some of the benefits of training. So if you're sending it to people who are looking to get in shape and lose weight, you want to put that in there. If you're sending it to parents who have kids who we're looking for some self-confidence, self-discipline, focus, those types of things, we know what those parents are looking for. That's what we're going to put in there. And you do got to separate them out between parents in your youth program and your adult program if you have the two programs. Okay. So that's the gist of the message. Now, there's a couple things with this. One is you have a time urgency associated with this thing. Okay? It's 4 days. They have to take advantage of it in 4 days or it goes away. Okay? This urgency is what creates action. Okay? So that's one form of urgency. The other form of urgency is price urgency because the price is going to go away. Okay? You could also add a third in there and make it only available for the first 20 people or whatever number works for you. okay? And then you're hitting all three levels of urgency: time, money, and space. The email sequence, all you're doing is plugging it in and letting it run automatically. And you're going to use your software to do that. Okay? And that's it. And you're letting that email do the selling in terms of getting them to come in the door. From there, within the email, the link to the offer goes directly to a purchase page. So you're not getting them to book an appointment. You're not doing any of that because you already did that with them. You're just taking them straight to a page where they can pay. All right. Now, Member Solutions has a program called Event Manager. If you're not aware of it, if you are aware of it, then obviously you know what you can do from here. And I think they'll even give you templates for this to use, where they click the link, boom, it takes to the payment page through Event Manager, process the payment, done deal. Okay? And that's it. Set it up, hit send, let it do its work. Now, you're going to send 2 emails on the first day. You're going to send an email on the second day, an email on the third day, and on the fourth day, you're going to send 3 emails. And each one letting them know that this is about to expire. They need to take advantage of it, because you'll get a little bit of action the first day, basically a little bit of action from first day to third day. The fourth day is where you're going to see the majority of the purchases being made from experience, from my experience. Okay, so once people start getting closer to that deadline, that's when they're buying. That's when they're like, I got to get in on this before it goes away. Okay, and you just let the emails do their thing. Now here's the thing: you're not doing anything other than setting it up. Okay, does it sound like a lot of emails? Maybe. But here's the bottom line: they didn't buy from you. They told you no. Okay, this is a way to get them to purchase from you and to come back and train with you. And you're doing a high value deal. You're giving them a price value, or a price break, and you're giving them all these different bonuses to go along with it when they take advantage of it. Okay? And you just let the email do its work. All right? So that's how we're going to get them to that's the offer that we're going to give them. Now, when they come in, once somebody buys it, we call them right away, we book their appointment. Okay, that's important. You think people just pay for it and then they show up, they don't. We got to call them. We've got to book their first time in. Now, when they come in, here is how we're going to convert them to a long-term membership. Now, hear what I'm saying. I'm saying convert them. I'm not saying try to switch them into doing something different or anything like that. Now, bait and switch is not legal as far as I know, and not a good idea anyway, right? You give them what they purchased. So how we do this, though, is we go through our normal sales process like we would. Now, if you have your information from previously, from the previous time they came in, then you're just going to review it. We're going to review their goals. We're going to review the things they've tried in the past. We're going to review whether they can get to us. All of those. Basically, everything in here. If you don't have this, you can go to sellingmemberships.com/free book, and I'll send you a copy. You just pay the shipping for it, and I'll send you out a copy if you need it. You know, if you want help with that sales process from the beginning to the middle, that'll help you. Okay? I'm kind of going over the end here and how to close at the end because we, our limited time today. All right. So with that being said, we'll go through that process though, because we've got to remind them. We've got to also remind ourselves why this is an important goal for them, why it's important that they get this training. Okay. So we go through that, have them do the class. They love it. They're back dialed in. Okay. Now, at the end, when they're done with the workout, remember we always ask them, what'd you think? How'd you like it? Loved it, right? And if they're saying those types of things, loved it, great, awesome, you're golden. If they're not saying that, like 80, 90% of the time, more like 90% of the time, you got a broken trial program that you need to fix, or intro program, I should say. Okay? But when they're loving it, now how we're gonna approach this is we're gonna say, hey, if I can show you a membership option that's affordable, that fits in your price range, would you want to take advantage of it tonight? Now, here's the thing. I know you've got the $299 for summer, and what I'll do is I'll apply what you've paid to that membership. So tonight, you'll actually be able to get an amazing discount on that initial payment for a regular membership. Okay? Now, if you did the sales process correctly, if they loved it, and they've already paid whatever that is, $299, $249, whatever it is, they've already paid it, then you've already got some level of commitment, right? And now what you're doing is you're saying, I'm going to apply that payment to a regular membership. And a lot of times that's what was holding them back in the first place. So now you're applying it to that regular membership and converting them over to your regular program. We want to try that on the first day. Now, how many people are you going to get when you do that? How many people are going to say, yes, I want to check it out? You're going to be surprised at how many do want to move forward with it because they liked it. They've been thinking about it. They tried it before. Maybe it was just a little bit out of their price range before, but with this kind of deal you're offering them, man, I might as well do it now while I've already paid the $299, and now just continuing on is going to be $150. Heck yeah, let's do this. But the ones who say no, they just want to do the $299, you still have a chance to get them, to win them over at the end. Okay, but if the longer you wait, the less likely you are to convert them. You will still convert people. One thing we get messed up with sometimes with these trials is because some people do convert at the end, we think everybody's going to do it, and they're not. Most people aren't, or a lot of people aren't. People are more apt to take advantage while they're excited that first day. And you can test this, and if you haven't tested it out, test it out. I'm telling you this for a reason, okay? So you want to make that offer to them that day when they're the most excited. They came back. They're all fired up. They love the program. Here's how we do it. You still get the $299. We'll apply that to a regular membership. And here's the thing on your end. You're still getting the money. You're still getting your normal money. You're just applying what they paid already to a regular membership now. It's just like them coming in and doing an initial payment for $299 or whatever that special is, okay? I say $299 because that's what I think that's what we did last year, okay? And again, also remember, these are people who said no. These are just emails we're sending to people that were dead and weren't coming back in, okay? So implement. Take the emails, put your offer in there, whatever it is, and implement it. It literally costs you nothing to take these emails, put them in your software, and send them. Okay? The only cost is processing the payment, and that's a cost we can handle, right? Because that means they're buying. Okay? So that's part one. We make them an offer that goes to people who already know our pricing. All right? If you send it to people who don't know your pricing, they're going to not realize what a deal it is. You can say, oh, normally it's this amount, but it's not the same. You want this to go to people who already understand the value of what you're offering. Okay? Brand new prospects. Let's talk about them for a second. What is an offer? And I know Member Solutions is also going to provide you with an advertising template for the prospects. So you can kind of see how the wording and the picture and all that stuff goes together, okay? So the Member Solutions will provide that for you too. Let's see. Okay, so prospects. Brand new, never heard of you, never tried anything. Getting them to come in for summer stuff is a little bit of a task, right? It's a little bit of a challenge because there's so much going on in the summer. But one of the things that works across all kinds of marketing, all kinds of industries is free. Free anything, right? We do free weeks. We do free gloves. We do free whatever, okay? So what we have used and used successfully, and we actually use this twice a year. We use it in the summer and we use it at the end of the year. And that is come in, train all summer for free. Okay? Now, before you get crazy here, there's a catch to it. And the catch is they get to train all summer for free with the purchase of any regularly priced membership. Okay? That's the catch. So whatever your initial payment is, they have to pay that. So when they come in for us, it's $195 to get started or $295 depending on their program, right? They come in order to get the summer for free, they're paying the $195. Okay? And we usually do this like we start promoting it in July. So we don't, it's basically like a month and a half that they're getting for free or 6 weeks. Okay? But we get a nice little pop from doing this. All right? So we advertise the whole summer, train for summer for free. That's the thing that's kind of helping us stand out. With the purchase of any regular membership, we make sure that we are going through the sales process when they come in. Why is it important? What have they tried in the past that hasn't worked? Why hasn't it worked? We got to know these things so that we can move them into a membership. Okay? So to sum everything up, and I think this is actually the first time I've actually been on time with one of these workshops. So I think I'm getting better at it here. So to summarize, first one, prospects who already know our pricing, who have already tried it out, we make them an irresistible offer, as they say. Okay? We make them an irresistible offer. That offer is price. That offer is bonuses. We create urgency. They have 4 days to take advantage of it. There's only so many you're going to allowed to do this. Okay? 20, 30, whatever it is, 10. There's a deadline. Okay? Price, time, and space. Those are your 3 urgencies that you're doing. Okay? And then the bonuses. And then when they come in, you ask to apply that membership or that pricing to a regular membership. Okay? And then the second one is we train all summer for free. It's a free offer. And the catch is that they have to purchase a regular membership. Okay? And again, like I said, we start running this in July, so it's really kind of like a month and a half because a couple weeks in is really when you start to get traction on it. You run your ads, and Member Solutions is going to provide the ad for you. Okay? So you've got the links here for the emails. You got the link here for the ad. Apply them. Take action on them. These things work. We do them over and over again. I have clients that do them over and over again. And especially the one where people who have already tried it out, that's a big one because there's really no selling involved. It's just send those emails and collect the money. And then when they come in, sell them a regular membership, just exactly how I laid it out for you. Okay? All right. I hope that was helpful to everybody. If you have questions about it, you can leave a comment here. I'll get to them. I'll check back on them. But implement the strategies, test them out, make some tweaks on your own. You know, improve on them if you see a little thing that you could tweak here and there. Change your offers up a little bit. Test some things out, but take action on them. Okay, that's the important thing. Is just take action. Don't worry about being perfect with it. And, oh, I got to get the perfect offer and all this stuff. You got the template. Just make offers. Just take some action on it, and you will see you're going to be farther along. You're going to be more successful doing that than not making any offers at all. And I'll leave you with one quick story. It's about my daughter. You guys know I talk about my daughters all the time, right? My daughter actually started, she is now working, she has her little cupcake business. It's actually not that little, but she has a cupcake business and a cake. She does cakes and all kinds of stuff, caters weddings and graduation parties and all this stuff. So this year she decided she was going to go to have a booth at our farmers market, our craft and fair and farmers market here that we have in Watertown. And it's pretty big. Like, a lot of people go to it. They block the streets off. Like, there's tons of booths. There's a lot of traffic there. And she had to invest a significant amount of her money, a couple $1,000 to get this thing going with the permits and the insurance and all of the stuff that's involved in it, purchasing things. And so, as many of you know, being an entrepreneur never is perfect, right? There's always things that come up. There's always challenges that happen. And she experienced all this. You know, some of the things that she ordered didn't come in. Trays to actually display her cupcakes, like, didn't come in. Kind of a big deal, right? And they were FedEx guaranteed supposed to be there, but they didn't. We transport them over. By the way, I'm getting up at 5 in the morning and delivering all this stuff for her, but that's a whole nother story. We get them. We're transporting them in different trays. The trays fell, crushed like 3 dozen of her cupcakes that now she can't sell. Just, you know, challenges after challenges. Not last night, the night before was like, man, should I even show up to this thing? You know, like, oh, I don't have my trays. I don't have this. I don't have this. This ain't working. This, that, and the other thing. There was just challenge after challenge. And the bottom line was, we got up in the morning, we showed up, and I didn't stay there the whole day, but I helped her deliver all the stuff. And she was there, okay? Step number 1 to be successful is just take that action. Just take action and then adjust and get better as you move forward, right? Well, to give you the good news on the story, she completely sold out of everything she had, plus took some orders for some custom cakes. So the business that she did that day was equivalent to what she needed to do for 4 weeks. So she did 4 weeks worth of business in one day, and the night before it was about to fall apart. But if she waited to have everything perfect and everything dialed in and every light to be green before she went forward, right, she'd still be a week behind on being there, and she wouldn't have had 4 weeks worth of sales in one day. Okay? And this is very, very common. We just got to take action. We've got to make offers. We have an email list. Send them offers. Okay? And you have the templates for doing that. All right? I hope everybody enjoyed that. Hey, Brent, I don't know. Were you trying to get my attention, Brett? Or were you just saying hey? I think he was just saying hey. I'm talking some hay. All right. Take action. That's the moral of the story here. Even if it's not perfect action, any action's better than none. Okay? Test them out. I gave you Member Solutions is giving you the templates for the ads and for the emails. Use them. Okay, if you got any questions, post them up, and we'll get to it. All right? All right, everybody. Let's have a great sales month. Where are we? Halfway through the month? All the way through the month? Let's finish the month strong. That's what I meant to say. Let's finish the month strong. Get the summer started strong. If you guys need anything, post some questions in here, and we'll get to them. All right, everybody. Have a great day. Great week. Finish the month strong. I'll talk to everybody soon.